Students and parents at DRE, good day to you all, and welcome, of course, to my art studio. As you know, we are in the midst of a project entitled Portraits, and as you see behind me, I have made some progress since the last video posting of my subject that was here, and will be, in fact, returning in a day or so that we can continue on the portraiture of the subject. Today is a very short but very important video, so students, if you could please um, call your parents to join you, because there's something that we all need to speak about and become familiar with, because it involves just how we're going to be submitting and when we're going to be submitting the art portrait project and how to go about that and so forth. So let's do this. Let's take a moment here and see if we can call our parents to join us. And if they can, fine. If they can't, ask them to come, when they return, maybe home later, or have a moment to join you to watch this video. So I'll wait just a moment. I have a few things here on my desk that I need to organize while you're doing that. Go ahead. I'm waiting on you. That's fine. Just call them if they happen to be in another room, and let them know. I'm just doing one or two things here, and we'll get started here in a moment. Okay, so let's see if your parents have joined you. If they have, good day to you, parents, and thank you for joining. This message is coming to you in a special way from, of course, me, Mr. Coughlin, the art teacher, but the special way is in reference to how the submissions will be taken into account. Now, there have been some submissions already, although there has not been a call for submissions yet. So when there is a call in the next about week or two, then those students who submitted following the format that I'm going to show you will, of course, receive credit for their art portraits. So let's take a look at what we're going to be doing. You probably, if you have seen the prior videos to this, if you haven't, you need to see those. You've probably seen this particular sketch. I will just go over it with you briefly, because there's one or two more things that we need to speak about, and then we'll move forward. So this, you've probably seen this. This, of course, is a little sketch of the Edmodo site. The class code is NHCSD6. Of course, it's art. Students, by the way, if you have a friend in the same class or another class of your same grade level or another grade level, you can speak with them and say, hey, look, the art code, for the art class is NHC SD6, and they should be able to log on to Edmodo and enroll in the class. Now, this happens to be a student that I made up, Alyssa Sanchez, grade 4. The section number is 407. Ms. Gonzalez would be the homeroom teacher, and the student number is 123456. The student will not be writing in. This is automatically generated by the computer, but the student will need to write in this information right here. Along with that information, which is very critical so I know who it is, everything that's appearing here has to go in there. There's going to be a single submission, as I mentioned, in a week or two, probably closer to 2 weeks, because there's no rush for any of these things. I understand that we're all working together to try to put these things together, but there's going to be a single submission with 4 photos. And the 4 photos are going to be inclusive of the portrait composition, which there's a video on, the portrait facial features, which is the video previous to that one, this one. Then there's going to be the portrait detail additions, which is, as you see, I'm in the middle of working on here, the hair of the subject matter and the shirt and so forth. And in that video, this video that is, I will be including some of the portrait details, the facial features. I will be drawing in the eyes and the nose and the lips and the ears and so forth. So you can look forward to that video coming in the next couple of days, and then follow the instructions accordingly. Today, however, I would just like to remind you that you need to follow these instructions in order to receive credit here in the next few days for your assignment, which I'm sure that you can do because it simplifies everything for everyone. This is going to be just one photo, one submission with 4 photos. Okay, 4 sequential photos in it, submitted one time in the future. Once you do that, which by the way, when you do each of these steps, you should be taking, as I mentioned in the other video, a photo of each of your steps and just keeping it on your camera or on your computer. And then when it's time to put them all together and make a submission, you can do that and include this information. In addition to that, what I'd like you to do, as far as this video goes, just state in the comment section here something like, okay, I understand, or all right, I got it, so that I know that we're all working together. I'll be able to see the students who acknowledge that they have seen this video. Parents, please encourage your child to do so, to, of course, write in the comment section, okay, I understand, or all right, I got it, or some quote like that suggests to me that they have indeed watched this video and perhaps even the prior video, so that they understand how everything is working together. Also, and most importantly, students, parents, you should be checking in with art class about 2 to 3 times. Let's just say 3 times a week. You might see a post or 2 from here of me working on this project, and you'll be able to keep up to date if you see something that you need to have, it calls your attention and you need to work on. So just check in here, like let's just say 3 times a week. Okay, there may be something here, there may not, but most likely there will be some material that you need to work on. Okay, so I think that we've covered everything that we need to cover. There is, as I mentioned, I know I'm saying this a couple of times, but it's important. There will be one submission with 4 photographs, with this information along, and in the message section. You will be saying, okay, I got it to this video, and you need to check in here to art class 2 or 3 times, as I mentioned, 3 times a week, to ensure that you're staying up to date with all these assignments. In the future, after we complete this project, there's going to be some really exciting things that we're going to be working on. So I'm looking forward to that. On the interim, I understand the nature of how everything's working out there, that we're all trying to, get familiar with these processes and work together. So I'm being very liberal and taking a lot of time to develop these lessons. I should say I'm giving students a lot of time to produce them, so there's no rush on anything. You will see me in a future video say when the due date comes and when it's due, and at that time you will be able to produce your submission and accordingly receive credit. So I look forward to your creative art portraitures. I think that you're doing a fine job so far. Anything that you've submitted so far is fine, but keep in mind that you will only be getting credit for the submission that you make that looks like this after I post the last video. That is this one, okay? In the coming week or so. So keep an eye out for this. Check in every few days, 3 times a week, and I'm certain you'll stay up to date. You'll know what's going on, and you'll complete your assignments in time, and you'll receive great credit. So I look forward to that. Good work so far. Remember, be creative, be artistic, and do your best. Thank you.